The empty nester. How are you today? It looks like no one's in the chat room right now, but the last video I took, someone in the chat room was asking if I grew aloe, and I kind of missed their comment. I didn't see it at the time, and I'm not gonna name names just in case he doesn't want his name mentioned. But I thought I would do a video on the aloe plant because it is something that I do grow. And as you can see, this box is kind of full, but it used to be totally full. Hi, Jackie. It's awesome to see you in here. I'm amazed. I didn't know that you were watching my videos. You know, um, what do you call that? Let me get back to the Oh, threw me for a loop. But this is one plant. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you too. This is one plant that can take total neglect. Thank you, Jackie. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Um, but this is one plant that the last year pretty much it's took care of itself. And when I had the ostomy, my skin would get burnt like a sunburn or a diaper rash. And many of these leaves were, and many of these plants in here were sacrificed for, healing. It was something safe to use on my stomach. And then some of them, like this right here, is turning brown. And that's because, see how it fell over? Let's see if I've got it and broke off. All I have to do is clean this off some, and if I would have done this earlier, each one of those that are sticking up, I could have turned that into a plant, and it's possible I could just cut it off and put it in the soil like this, and it'll just start growing those plants. And it doesn't take much to grow an aloe plant, like this one here. I can either break it off. Oops, I just broke it off. It's hard to, Debbie says she just transplanted all of her aloe and it takes care of itself. Yep, this is my favorite plant because I can neglect it and neglect it and neglect it. And I keep it in the window underneath, by the sink. And when I think about it, sprinkle water on it. And of all my succulents, I know Gary will probably remember, he may not be in here right now. I had this pot full of succulents and actually another pot full and I don't know how many other things of succulents, and they've failed to take care of themselves. But all you have to do is, let's see if I can get this, poke a hole in the ground or in the soil and press it in, and that's all it takes to get that plant going again and creating new ones. And I'll do the same thing with this one here. But this one here, before I got sick, I just put one stem in this little container, and look at this thing. Without even watering it, I can divide this into, I don't know how many plants. This is amazing how many plants, even neglected, grew all by themselves. And you can tell right here, let me use my finger, the soil is up to here, and it really didn't need that much soil, just like this container is a window box container, and like from my hand down in size, all I have to do is recharge the soil because I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 years ago that I put it into this box, but giving it some new soil will just bring these plants into, multiplying a lot again. And, you know, they'll become 100 or more plants in no time if I did take care of them, as in give them more water. But I may or may not be a good plant owner again and get them going. But let's see. I'm going to take these out, or some of them out, to show you. Or where was it? Okay. I thought I saw some new ones somewhere, but I guess I messed them all up. But you can tell right here, nobody has root. You know, none of these have roots anymore because of all the neglect. The roots are somewhere in there, and yet they're growing by themselves. So it's time for me to start taking care of them and get them replanted in some good soil. Take them all out of here and show you they pretty much grow on air. Does anyone have any questions? This one here is a really healthy plant. And, sorry, see the size of the trunk here? And then you pull it up and right here, see how little the roots are? You know, maybe an inch or two of roots for that big of a plant. It's just amazing. You know, this is probably one of the first plants. You know, and all I'm doing right now is, you know, tearing up the box because I'm on a cell phone. You know, I am holding the camera. See the little tiny root? That's all it takes for this whole plant to survive. Pulling more out. But aloe just amazes me. You know, how much neglect. Just keep pulling them apart. And there's another one. But right there, tiny little bit of roots, and you can see the neglect. You know, if I neglected them for another year, they'd be dead, or you know, maybe 6 more months. But it's amazing how much you can neglect these plants. Yeah, it is pretty awesome, Jackie. When you're in town again, stop by and I'll give you one of these if you want one. Or 2 or 3 or 4. But look at this. Totally amazing. Self-sufficient plants, I guess they should be named. But right here, even more. So you can see the damage, and yet look how green and healthy that is. I think they live off of air and the moisture in the air. And here's some babies. And I dropped one somewhere that I'll have to pick up. There it is. See, they're even multiplying with all the neglect that they've had. And it was probably August, you know, last time they got watered. But, you know, they're going to get, what do you call that, watered today and replanted. But I can't, you know, do it live because I don't have a secure way. But, you know, I'm showing you this clump right here because some of them do die. This one right here, I would say, has a tiny bit of green. I don't think this one can live much longer. It was stuck under the other plants and didn't get sunshine or water. And it has this tiny bit of life. And look at this. These are ants. You know, ants are coming in my house right now. It's raining outside and, oh, sorry. Gotta get these ants off me. I was not expecting an ant, you know, in the box. That means, you know, it's, what is it called? Sugar and boric acid mixed together with some water is kind of like the plant. It's called Toro or something like that, Taro or something like that. That really works to get rid of the ants. But it looks like I'm gonna have to start putting out ants, you know, stuff, because the longer it rains, the more ants that come in the house. Hi, Lady B. Good to see you, Debbie. But pretty much this is all I was wanting to talk about, you know, was how easy it is. Spearhead, thank you. Good to see you in here. And the garden smiles. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I don't remember the name of this succulent. This one here survived since August with no water, no nothing except sunshine, and I just gave it some water a while ago. That way hopefully it'll stick around. But what's in this container right here is cactus potting soil, and what is in this container is happy frog. And it's either one, can grow the aloe plants, but the aloe is happier in a little bit of a rich soil. Like I said, it could grow on air, but it will survive better, with a really good grade of potting soil. And if you repot it every year, and recharge the soil, that'll make them happy and healthy. Like this one right here looks. This is the best looking one of all the neglected ones. And, sorry to show you all my neglected ones, but those who have followed me know that I've been sick for about a year and, totally amazed. But I think I'm going to go ahead and close for now. I wanted to just make, thank you. The plants do look great for taking care of themselves. But, I just wanted to make a really quick video and let you guys know that we've got rain and spring is here, and I'm going to try some things I haven't done before. You know, because I can't just go out there and garden, but I can do some things and I can talk about some things. But I guess I'll go ahead and let you go for now. And I really appreciate y'all coming in to the video today. And hope spring is in your area where you can get out and start gardening. If not, start working on some of your house plants or, plants in there. Hi, PNW. Good to see you. Bye-bye for now. Love and hugs to you all.